Our bean pot is like a slow cooker or a crock pot without a cord. And it's much prettier. Okay. Remember how I said dishes taste better when they're served in something pretty? We have many different colors of the bean pots in our line. You can cook your meals, you can cook desserts, side dishes, salads, soups. We have many different recipes. We do have the recipe books to go along with it. My favorite, this is the main dish one, okay? This one is my key one, my go-to recipe book that I use when it comes to the bean pot. How many of you forget to take your dinner out before you go to work in the morning? Frozen, boneless, skinless chicken breasts or the chicken tenderloins, which that's what I use. I love those so much better than the breasts. You can make a 5-minute meal. It'll take 5 minutes prep time. You take 1 cup or 2 cups, depending on what you like, of minute rice. You dump that in the bottom of your bean pot along with a cup of water. You throw in your frozen chicken breast right over the top of that. You take a can of cream of mushroom soup, cream of chicken soup, and a packet of Lipton onion soup mix. You mix all that together with a little bit of garlic. I add garlic too. Garlic and cheese. Yeah, you'd think I would be Italian, but I'm really not. You mix all that up and then you pour that over the top of your mixture. You put the lid on it, you pop it in your oven for an hour, your dinner is done. If you would like to add any type of veggie to that, you could do the broccoli florets. The frozen ones, you can throw those on top and cook those up along with it. Otherwise, green beans work as well. You could just cook something else on the side. 5 minutes to whip all that stuff together. Same combination with the rice and the chicken, 24 ounces of salsa. Dump that right over the top with about a half a bag of cheese. I like cheese, so I put half a bag. Put the lid on it, pop it in your oven for an hour. Now, one of my other favorites, 3 ingredients, is the round roast. Okay, in our bean pots, they do come in different sizes, anywhere from 4 quarts to 3. Okay, now I have a family of 5, so I use the 4 quart mainly because I know I can get a lot in my bean pot. The 4 quart bean pot, I can cook about 4-pound round roast. You put that in there, stab it full of holes, sprinkle about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar over the top of that, and then you take a bottle of Italian dressing. To only put about that much, which I think is about a 1/4 cup of that Italian dressing, squirt it right over the top, put the lid on it, and then you're going to slow cook it in your oven for about 2.5 to 3.5 hours on a low temp. Like I think it's like 2 or 250. Okay. When you pull it out, you're going to take the roast out, put it on a platter, and you're going to shred the beef. It will shred. It will fall apart for you because the bean pot is made to keep your foods very moist. Okay, you put all of it back in the bean pot, then you squirt the rest of the Italian dressing in there, and you stir it up and you serve it on hamburger buns or some type of nice big Kaiser rolls or whatever. It's absolutely delicious and the easiest thing, prep time, less than 5 minutes. We have a lot of simple recipes in here like that, and that's one of the reasons why I like the bean pot. The other thing is when you take it out of the oven, it's going to stay hot for you for 2 to 3, sometimes 4 hours, your food. The food heats the pot and the pot heats the food. So wherever the food is, wherever the pot is, that's how hot it's going to be its hottest point in that section. Now on the opposite end, if you like to make pasta salads, anything that has mayo in it or sour cream, you know that stuff needs to stay cold for as long as possible. You can take your bean pot, put it in your freezer, chill it for an hour, take it out, put your cold pasta salad in there, and you're on your way. And it will stay cold for you for 2 to 4 hours as well. Okay? You can also leave it in your fridge for a couple hours and that'll chill the stone also. If you get a bean pot, okay, or I should say when, because those of you who raised your hands, I'm sure you're probably sitting there thinking, my life would be a lot easier if I owned one of those, so you do need to add this to your ticket. There's 2 other things you need to add. One, it's the basket that goes with it, okay? One, it works as a trivet. You take it out of the piping hot oven, you stick it in your basket, you can leave it sitting on your counter, you can carry it to your table, it's not going to hurt it underneath. Plus, if you're going to a party, come on, wouldn't you look so cute walking in with your bean pot? Now, if you have sisters here, you guys have to discuss who's getting what color, okay? Because you don't want to be going home with each other's bean pot, all right? Second, you do need at least the main cookbook. They're only $7.50. However, you're going to love it so much once you start using it, you just need to buy all 4.